I was having a good time. Then, that was the end of that. Then all of a sudden, everything goes black. Hey guys, okay, so for today's video, I thought I would tell you the story of how the first and only time I have ever been blackout drunk. Before I begin to tell you the story, I just want to let you know that I know that this isn't necessarily a funny topic, even though the humor of the situation is funny. I understand that it is a more serious and risky event, and I did learn a lot from this lesson, and I hope you guys do too. I hope you guys enjoyed just hearing the story and learning from my mistakes. So let's get on to the story, shall we? I'll paint the picture for you. I was in high school, so I was probably in grade 11 or 12, so I was probably 16, 17 maybe. So yes, I was underage drinking. So I don't think that there's anything wrong with underage drinking. I do, however, think that if you are doing it, you should be at somebody's house, your friend's house, in a basement somewhere, like in a closed area. You shouldn't be where I was, which was in the back of my high school football field. So that was cute. I was hanging out with my best friend at the time and her friends, which I had never really hung out with before. And I don't think that she was friends with them either, really. And it was like the first time that we all hung out together, and it was the one girl's birthday. So we were invited to her birthday to hang out with a bunch of people that we knew because we were in some classes with them, but we didn't actually like know them. So basically we are in the back of my school in the football stadium, and we're all in a big circle. There's probably 10 of us, I want to say, and the one girl pulls out a large bottle of whiskey, which whiskey was something that I had never really drank before. Like, I usually drink like coolers, like Mike's Hard Lemonade, or I'll mix like vodka with like juice or pop or something. I'm like a sweet person. I don't like the taste of alcohol. I just like sweet, sugary drinks, which aren't the best for you because then you feel like puking after and you get like that gut rot. But anyways, I don't like the taste of alcohol. So when she pulled out the whiskey, I was not overly excited, but I knew that I wanted to have a good time and get drunk that night. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to have some whiskey, which was probably my first mistake. So then we begin to pass the bottle of whiskey around the circle, and everybody's doing shots, and the night like started to take off, and it was good. At the beginning it was good. It was fun. We were singing happy birthday. We were kicking around a ball, so kind of like playing football, like soccer. Not football, soccer. So yeah, it was fun. I remember at one point we went to the birthday girl's apartment. She lived in an apartment building like right beside the school. So at one point I remember going there and meeting her mom and getting food. I believe she had food there. I don't remember at all, to be honest. All I remember is that we went back to the field, and there was this one guy there who was gay besides me, and then there was another boy who was like questioning, and he seemed to have like an interest in me and the other gay boy. So I don't know, I liked him. I didn't like the other gay boy. So I was kind of like, you know, trying to like show off, and you know, not show off, but like I was kind of trying to flirt a little bit. But tables turned for Corey, and turns out that he was more interested in this other gay boy over here. So they were off making out over in the field, and I was like, you know what? I've had it. I was like, I'm not trying anymore. I'm like, obviously they're making out. Obviously they're having a good time. I don't want to get between that. There was a point where I remember them coming over and trying to get me to make out with them, which, you know, I wasn't about that either. Text break. So yeah, they're over making out. Everybody's kind of just like hanging around. At this point, I remember more people ended up showing up. I didn't know these people either. So I have my phone in my hand, blasting Britney Spears, and I'm just like, I'm a slave for you. I'm a slave for you. But basically, at this point, all I remember is that I was on this pole. Like, you know those poles, they're like wires and they hold up like other poles, and they're like, there's a yellow like plastic thing on them. Anyways, I was like flipping around that pole as if I was like some drunk stripper. I don't know what was happening, but I was feeling the Britney music and I'm like flipping around, like doing somersaults, like completely just falling on my ass, getting back up. Like I couldn't feel anything because I was so drunk. I was having a good time. Then, that was the end of that. Then all of a sudden, everything goes black. I wake up, I'm in the ditch, like right beside where I was flipping on the pole. I wake up and I'm in the ditch and I remember my best friend like waking me up like, come on, we're going, we're leaving. And I'm like, okay. And then like I black out again and then I remember that we were across the street down the hill at the grocery store and there was a cab there. She had called a cab and we were getting into the cab. And then I remember like putting my head down on the cab and being like, and then I fell asleep. And then I don't remember anything else after that. I don't remember getting to my best friend's house. I don't remember falling asleep. I don't remember nothing. All I remember after that was waking up in the morning. So I woke up in the morning. It was probably like, I don't remember. I think it was like 9. It wasn't like super early, but it wasn't like super late or anything. And we didn't have work. I think it was like a Sunday. We didn't have work, or maybe it was a Saturday. We didn't have school or work or anything. I kid you not. And when I say this, I'm not over exaggerating and I'm not joking. I'm not, you know, trying to make the story a little bit better. From the moment I woke up, every 10 minutes, I was puking. To the point where I had nothing left in my stomach by like the 3rd puke. So I wasn't even puking anymore. I was just dry heaving. And if there's something that you know about me, when I'm puking, I'm like the most obnoxious puker ever. It's hard for me not to like make any noise or anything. Like when I'm puking, I'm basically like screaming almost, like just really loud. So my best friend's dad's girlfriend came in and she was like, she had a bucket for me and she's like, you know, like take your time, relax, like everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna make you some toast. I'm gonna give you a banana. A banana's gonna make you feel better. And I'm like, no. Like I don't want anything. I'm just gonna puke it back up. 10 minutes later, there was nothing for me to puke up. So she was like, no, like you need to drink some water, you need to have a banana, and you need to have some toast to soak up the alcohol. And I'm like, no. Like please, like I swear, I do not need anything. I just need to lay here on the bed and just not have anything. And she was like, no, like you need some food. And I was like, lady, I'm just gonna puke it up. What's the point? What's the point of eating if I'm just gonna puke it up? Anyways, she was not taking no for an answer. So she made me some toast and got me a banana and got me a glass of water. And after I was puking, I began eating my toast and my banana, drinking my water. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, like I feel fine. I'm good. I'm all right. So I lay back down. 2 minutes later, I'm up, puking again. From the time I woke up, I think I woke up at about 9 to like 1 in the afternoon. Every 10 minutes, it was like clockwork. It was like I had an alarm and every 10 minutes, boom, puking, upchucking, vomiting, like whatever you wanna call it. I know it's disgusting, but like, I just want to express how dramatic it was because it was such a dramatic experience. I had never ever felt like, usually when I drink and I drink too much, I will get it out of my, like I puke before I go to bed and then when I wake up, I'm fine. And I've only ever had like a handful of hangovers where like I actually felt, you know, like I had a headache or I was like groggy or something, but I've never had a hangover like that before in my life. Blackout drunk. Like that was horrible. Horrible. Needless to say, I have never had whiskey since then. Whiskey's not my friend. Whiskey is not my drink of choice. Okay? It's not. That was the time that I got blackout drunk. I hope you guys enjoyed the story, as dramatic as it was. In hindsight, I mean, things could have been way worse. I could not have had my best friend there to take care of me and put me in a cab and bring me back home, or she could have got just as drunk as I got and we could have ended up sleeping in that ditch the whole night. So I ended up being lucky. Like it was a lucky scenario, thank the Lord. It could have been way worse, and that is, I think, why a big reason why I wanted to share the story with you. It is funny, it is, you know, something to tell. I tell it in like a humor scenario because why not laugh and learn from other people's mistakes? If you are drinking and you're underage, just be careful where you're going, what you're doing, and how much you're having. Know your limit. I still struggle with my limits sometimes. I still get to the point where, you know, It's too much for me, but it happens. We all make mistakes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are having a good day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!